Robin Ryan, in her book 60 Seconds and You're Hired, offers this wonderful tip about the 60-second sell. At the beginning of her book, she wants to press upon the three important things that most employers are going to look for when they're hiring an individual for employment. The first thing they're going to look for is, are you able to do the job? So qualifications, background, perhaps some experience. Are you able to do the job? The second thing they're going to look for, are you willing to perform the task of the job day in and day out? Are you the right individual that's going to be able to do this? And the third step is, are you coachable? Are you someone that when things do not go right or things get hard, are you one that's going to be able to learn from your mistakes and be able to adapt and move on? So knowing those three tips right off the bat will set you head and shoulders above everyone else that's interviewing at this time. Along with the 60-second sell is the first 60 seconds that they meet you. So appearances do matter. They're going to judge you a lot. And in fact, they may even determine if they want to hire you based off the first 60 seconds. And how can you do that? Most important thing, of course, is attire. Make sure you're dressed well for the interview, but also that you have good hygiene. It's a common thing that we all need to be aware of. But also make sure you have a nice smile, a good handshake, good eye contact. So those first 60 seconds are very important to be able to then sell yourself with a 60-second sell. So now the first 60-second sell that you're going to do after they sit down, you're ready to be interviewed. Typically a first question goes something like this: tell me a little bit about yourself. Here's your chance. Make sure that you want to include a short but brief, about 60 seconds if you can, about your experiences, your strengths, what you bring to the company, and demonstrate enthusiasm and skill, and how you apply to the company you're working for, how you're going to be able to present yourself in a way that makes you desirable. It creates an engagement between you and the employer. It gives them an opportunity to see, yes, this person is not only interested in the job, but he's interesting. So you'll be able to get their attention. So the 60-second sell is so important, but you got to remember to include things that you're good at, your skills, and you need to include perhaps background and experience, everything you possibly can to make you desirable for them to want to continue to listen and have a good interview. But the 60 seconds are so important. In fact, Robin Ryan suggests that you keep all your answers to about 60 seconds if you can when answering. It's very concise and it does take practice, but if you can do that, you will be able to engage and retain the connection with the person that's interviewing you, and they won't lose interest, and they won't get bored, and they won't start daydreaming. The last tip that Robin Ryan suggests after the 60-second sell is your 5-point agenda. This is crucial that you understand that you can apply the 5-point agenda to each individual job you're applying for. So if a job requires you to have a certain set of skills, you want to make sure that throughout the interview that you demonstrate that you have those skills that they're looking for and that you have experience. So you pick out 5 things that you can focus on throughout the interview, and whenever you can, you bring it up. Repetition is key. So that's all they remember, right? They remember your 60-second sell and your 5-point agenda. And all they can think about is, boy, that person is concise, that person is a good fit, that person has the background. So if you can master those 2 things, you would be a desirable candidate and you'll be able to perform well in each and every interview that you have. And the book, Robin Ryan, I cannot recommend it enough. 60 Seconds and You're Hired is a great, easy read. It can help you be able to feel excited and that you're the right person for the job and that you can nail the job interview.